Hey, what's up you guys? This is Rob from NoDeWiHoE, and today on the hit list, we're targeting my top 5 favorite primary weapons of 2015. Alright, so I can literally feel all of the arguments stirring in the comments below. The fact is, primaries are just a super sensitive topic, and to be honest with you, there are going to be some pissed off fanboys today. So, I'm putting the disclaimer at the beginning of the video to remind you that these are just my favorite weapons of the year, and what you want to play with behind closed doors is your own damn business. Now, without further ado, let's scratch off some targets. At number 5, the Soma Prime is the only Orokin representation we've got on the list. Now to be honest with you, this is my go-to for brainless spray and pray. Sometimes you just need something simple yet effective, and this baby definitely delivers. With awesome accuracy and hit scan projectiles, even with heavy caliber equipped, you'd have to be half blind not to hit the majority of your shots. In addition, I do believe that it got its PBR updated this year, and may I say that in my own personal opinion, while it may be a little bit over the top, this is one of the sexiest primaries to date. Moving along, the Synoid Simulor comes in at number 4. So basically we just went from one of the most simple weapons of the bunch to the hands down most complicated. From AoE damage over time vortexes, explosions triggered by gravitating orbs, to a secondary detonation, as well as a syndicate effect that restores energy and increases energy pools. Not only is this weapon insanely unique, but it's great on so many levels, providing crowd control from the impact of its balls, devastating damage from headshot crits, also from its balls, and the first ever bitonal energy effect that comes from sucking in enough balls. If you can't see why it made my personal list by now, then I don't know what to tell you. Now at number 3, the Vakor Heck was definitely one of the weapons that I gave the hardest time. The fact is, to this day, I still consider it a side grade to the standard Heck equipped with Scattered Justice, also known as the Scat Heck. However, it is still undeniably powerful at mid-range, and with this year's upgrades to shotguns, the way this sends enemies flying is extremely satisfying. In addition, the stagger from the blast proc just pairs so well with its playstyle. I mean, you're already charging in head first into the crowd to land your pellets, why not toss in a sexy little finisher while you're at it, right? And on a personal level, it lets me flash around more of my maxed out prime mods, so yay, go me! Okay, fanboys, gird your loins, because at number 2 comes the Tonkor. Bouncing balls, crit builds, rocket jumps, enemy ragdolling, and reduced self-damage from explosions? If this thing had a dick, it would be husbando material for sure. At the moment, the Warframe community is split into 2. There's the elitist world that is hyper concerned about min-maxing, and the more casual world that prioritizes having a good time. And the fact is, there isn't a single weapon in-game that can effectively cover both as well as the Tonkor does. Honestly, the only thing that kept this from topping the charts is ease of use. Aiming can be a bit finicky, but with a little practice you get the hang of it. And for those wondering, yes, I have seen the Zephyr power strength builds that cause explosion upon impact, but the fact is, I don't feel like being pigeonholed into using a specific build on a specific Warframe. The fact is, a good player doesn't need that build to make the Tonkor effective. Now, before we get to my favorite weapon of the year, in an attempt to prevent any rioting, I thought that I would throw a little love to a couple of the weapons that just missed making my top 5. Surprisingly, the Ignis comes in at number 7. Now, while I hate status weapons in general, it's mainly because most of them are done wrong. With its recent rework, the Ignis not only spreads status quickly, but its lack of IPS allows it to focus on spreading the statuses that matter. In addition, Ember has made a bit of a comeback, and when she heats up, so do all of the fire-based weapons. Now at number 6 comes the Lonka. With the sniper rework, this baby has the potential to red crit when fully zoomed in. In addition, the 75% elemental damage multiplier when using the appropriate elemental combo will have you dealing an optimal amount of damage. Now speaking of dealing a shit ton of damage, let's get to our chart topper. Now for those of you who regularly watch the channel, I'm sure that you have seen me rock the Rakta Cernos a whole lot since its release. The fact is, not only is it gorgeous, but it's innately got the fastest charge time of all bows, a viral debuff that procs fairly regularly, and the ability to restore energy to your Warframe. So while per shot it may not be the most damaging of all bows, it hands down has the biggest effect on the battlefield. Its syndicate effect wipes out smaller enemy units and halves the HP of anything else that survives, allowing you to easily pick off any stragglers with its insanely fast charge time. In addition, the energy boost that it provides can fuel some power-intensive builds, allowing not only the weapon, but the Warframe itself to be more impactful in battle. On top of that, it also looks pretty damn sexy with Red Veil's sick PBR upgrade. And let's not forget, this year brought us customizable arrows. So now we've got customization on top of customization, and that is why the Rakta Cernos brought the original Cernos from shit tier all the way up to the #1 spot on my hit list for favorite primary weapon of 2015. Okay, now before you leave your comment, which I'm sure you're already halfway through typing out, keep in mind that these are just the weapons that made a strong impression on me this year. They specifically fit my playstyle and may not have suited you in the same way. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this list as much as my melee and secondary weapon hit lists. Feel free to leave your list in the comments below, if not just to blow off some steam from what you perceive to be a misjudgment on my part. Because let's face it, there's nothing better than a good old-fashioned blow to calm the nerves. So thank you all for watching day 6 of NoDeWiHoE. If you missed them, be sure to check out my last 2 hit lists on my favorite secondary and melee weapons of 2015. Now, don't forget to do all the things that I asked you to do at the end of every one of these. And as always, your ass better sort out what the hell you're doing for New Year's, because you've only got like a week to pull your shit together. Look at the little dick men. Look at the little dick men. Okay, it's gonna be good. I missed you. I thought that I would never see you again.